Okay, so I just want to talk about some things that might not seem important, but actually are really, really important. And the first one is your time. You only have a limited amount of time on this planet. And this whole notion of killing time, oh, I'm just killing time. It's like time is nothing, like you can get it back, or you have an unlimited supply of time. It's like, you're just gonna kill the time, really? The time that you have left? Just kill it, right? You wouldn't say that about money. You wouldn't take your money and be like, throw it into the ocean or into the garbage can or flush it down the toilet and say, I'm just killing money. I'm just killing my finances right now. Even though that's sort of what we do when we waste money spending on things we don't need. But time is more valuable than money. You can't get your time back. You have a certain amount of days in your life, a certain amount of hours, and once those are up, it's up. That's it. So time is very, very precious. And what you do with your time determines your future, determines your possibilities, and it determines your life. And I've wasted plenty of time in my life. Done killing time. Which brings me to the next point, is attention. Because we all struggle with this. We live in a distracted world in this day and age. There is so much distraction, more than ever right now. And it's very easy. I just want to tell you a little story. A couple months ago, I actually tried the dopamine detox. And I was gonna do this for 30 days or 21 days to develop the habit of this dopamine detox and doing it. Now, this means no social media, no sugary foods, no pleasure at all. Nothing, not even YouTube. Well, I'm gonna say I listened to binaural beats. I didn't listen to any interviews and things like that trying to get information. For these days, I was listening to my own thoughts. Now, what's interesting, I did not make it anywhere near 21 days. 3 days in, well, I did 3 days. On the 4th day in the morning, I went out and I came back and I was like, first, let me tell you this. During those 3 days, I had a lot of realizations. A lot of things came to me that I don't think I would have recognized as quickly. It could have took so much longer. I realized some things, very important things, that I probably wouldn't otherwise even had the perception to pick up on. So it was interesting that I had these kind of epiphanies, so to speak. But on that 4th day, I was feeling down. I don't know if I was tired or was thinking too much about something negative. So for these days, it's very important to grab a hold of your mindset. You're not supposed to be thinking of negative things. That's gonna torment you. Now, I can't really, I wish I would have journaled this particular day. I didn't. I journaled during the 3 days, but I didn't journal this particular day. I was just agitated. I was feeling aggravated, maybe sort of depressed. It was very strange the way I felt. Now, one of my things is dark chocolate, and I had it in the refrigerator. I had it in a plastic bag, and I broke off a piece, and I ate the piece of dark chocolate. Like that, all of a sudden, I felt amazing. It was the weirdest thing. Something small, like a tiny square of dark chocolate. After depriving myself for 3 days, the dark chocolate, it felt like I had taken some sort of drug. And I was on limitless, like for the rest of the day. And then slowly but surely, I started listening to, podcasts again, interviews and music and, eating more foods. It was very interesting. It's something that I want to do again. but I'm glad that I can do that. So what's my point? I don't want to get too off track here. The point is to be able to have the skill to grab a hold of your attention, especially in this modern day. It is extremely, extremely difficult. I mean, 3 days is all I could go, and I thought I was going to go at least 21. That's funny. But it's not. It's funny, but it's not. We live in a social media era. So it's like, you know, that's the way planet Earth is right now. So I think there's a balance. I think you should be able to turn it off when you need to. Meditate, so to speak. And, you know, still be able to, you know, get the information you want. Maybe even, you know, have some entertainment. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with watching a movie every once in a while. But if you go to it as a pacifier, it becomes a problem. If you pick up your phone and use it as a pacifier because you're uncomfortable, you're bored, that's a problem. It's taken, now, especially those people who have dreams. People who don't have dreams and they just wanna like drift through life aimlessly, like a leaf in the wind, then fine. It's okay to be distracted your whole life. That's what your purpose is. But if you're a person who has purpose, determination, and a mission, and you're allowing distractions to knock you off course, no, don't do it, man. And we all will get distracted, even those of us who are ambitious and want to maybe get out of a situation that we're in, make our lives better, be able to be a good influence on people in our lives. It's really important to not get blinded or obstructed in your daily life routines, habits, and procedures that are, you know, there to move you forward. When you have a goal, you break that goal down, especially a big goal. You break that goal down into smaller chunks, which are basically routines and habits throughout the day. And if you're doing things to stop you from those good habits, you're never going to get there. So stick to what you're supposed to be doing. So your attention is just so valuable, you know. But again, there's a balance. Yes, sometimes you have to unwind and you have to watch a movie, listen to music, dance, have fun, you know, eat good food, enjoy yourself along the way. But know where you are and get back on, you know, get back on course. And then the last thing I want to talk about is food and or drugs. This, of course, is going to kill everything that you want to do. Now you dedicate your life to that instead. And I'm talking about junk food. I'm talking about fast food. Everybody knows it's not good for you. Everybody knows it clogs your arteries. Everybody knows it leads to obesity, and obesity leads to chronic pain. This is like scientific fact, you know, like trust the science. Why are we not trusting the science when it comes to that, huh? So I find it interesting that we use all these things as crutches or pacifiers, you know. We reach for these things that inhibit us from our true potential. You know, whether it's cigarettes, alcohol, fast food, it's all taking from you. You feel like you're getting something. You're taking a hit. You're taking a shot. You're eating the fast food. You feel like you're getting something, but it's actually taking from you. You wake up with less energy, or you wake up with a hangover. It's taking from you, not only financially, it's taking from your energy. It's taking from your psychic awareness. It's taking from a lot of things that you might not even recognize at the moment. And you have to grab a hold of that. So when you're eating fast food, or you're smoking cigarettes, weed, or drinking alcohol, or using any pharmaceutical drugs, you gotta ask yourself this valuable question. Okay? Are you killing yourself? Are you committing suicide? Or are you being murdered? Just think about that. Think about that. Are you being murdered or are you killing yourself? It depends on your perspective. If you're somebody who takes control and believes in your own personal power, you're committing suicide then, right? But if you're somebody just, that's the way it is, realize that you're being murdered. So you're right either way. But you gotta choose. You gotta recognize. And you might need to get a little upset, and you might need to put your foot down. But that's it for today. I just wanted to speak about this on camera. Put it out there in the interwebs. If the algorithms don't like it, they don't like it. I don't care. This is my... it's not for popularity. Of course, it's an unpopular thing to talk about. It's not supposed to get tons of views. But, what's more important than popularity is to speak the truth and to help people. So I try to convey the message as concise as possible. I hope somebody can benefit from it.